Hello and welcome to your latest installment from the CDNN News Desk. Before we get started, you might be wondering where TXP is. Well, he's on vacation. See what he's up to now. Well, I hope you're having a good time there, TXP, but we should probably get going with this episode now. See you soon. Anyways, a lot has happened these past 2 months. Let's get straight into the Dogcraft social media update. On April 8th, some changes were made to the Dogcraft Discord server. With it came the reorganization of channels and categories, and a new way of promoting community projects and discords. In the hashtag Community Discords channel, you can apply to have popular or recommended community Discord servers officially put in for people to see publicly. Also new is the hashtag Community Projects channel, where you can see, post and discuss anything about upcoming or ongoing projects on Dogcraft. For more information, check out the Cyberdog Nation server at the link in the description. Now on to some events news, which there are a lot of. After much request, McBuffy finally makes a comeback. This allows players to purchase certain effects, such as haste, fire resistance, and more across all 4 servers. Moving on to St. Patrick's Day, Cyberdogs scrambled to find 24 leprechauns hidden across all 4 spawns. Players who found hidden leprechauns were awarded a special mini blockhead. Furthermore, Survival 5's 1-year anniversary was celebrated in March. An anniversary album contest, hosted and judged by the DCT leads, was held to commemorate the occasion. The winner of this competition is Mika Panda. Moreover, there was a special opportunity for players to send a small clip of their favourite moments that happened during the first year. Let's have a look at that.
Hello, it's me, Mr. Manatee, and my favorite part of this year has definitely been the amount of work that I was able to put in my base. This is the first time I actually made a Giga build, and let's hope I'm able to make even more progress this year.
Hey everybody, Montenator here. Can you believe it's been a whole year of Survival 5 already? Time seriously flies when you're having fun. One of my favourite memories has to be the SRN Mega opening that we had in February 2023. So many people turned up and there were so many amazing stations that opened, and it was great fun just to be around everybody and enjoying riding the lines.
Hi, I'm Surf and Discord moderator Kali Coley, and my favorite memory about this world so far is all the work we have done for the Nether Transport Networks. Being one of the Interim project leads on here has been an absolute dream come true, and I'm so happy with all the work we've done so far in Survival 5.
That was awesome, wasn't it? On top of that, the CSC hosted the Port Opening Awards ceremony on the 25th of March. We also saw the return of the Survival 3 world for a few weeks, in which the SRN hosted a special event for. Stay tuned to hear more about those events in their segments. April 22nd was a busy day on the Dogcraft server, with the line opening of 2 new stations, 3 Bridge and Puppy Park on Corgi East, and 3 new RHN shelters. And also a fantastic ice boat race at the track at Puppy Park took place, which saw 8 people compete in 5 laps. The fastest 4 would go on to the next round. This continued until there were 3 players left. Finally, the Dogcraft creative team has once again outdone themselves by creating a wonderful events area for Easter 2023. If you have some spare time, definitely take a moment to visit it. And if you don't, enjoy some cinematic footage of the area. Now, it's time to move on to the last subject of this month's installment, to the public network updates. To start things off, last week I met up with Trainer Moon and Collie Coley to talk about the Nether Transport Network. Okay then, so we are here back in the studio and we are joined by Collie Coley, the NTN project lead, and Trainer Moon, the NTN world manager for Corgi. It's great to have you guys here. Welcome to the studio.
Great to be here. Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
That's great. So we're going to go through a few questions today, and I guess the first one that I have, just because this is the first time that NTN's been on the CDNN since it was rebooted. So could you give us like a brief explanation of, how the NTN works?
So the NTN works through a series of hubs and tunnels that you speed boat through. It takes you through straight lines to a far distance to get to where you need to go in a short amount of time. It specializes in long distances. Like, for example, right now, you are able to, if a new player were to join the world today, they could go into the Nether portal from spawn and reach 20,000 blocks in the overworld in just a couple of minutes.
That's awesome. So yeah, like a really efficient way to get around the world and get to new places, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right then.
Absolutely.
So I mean, you guys have both been involved in the NTN a long time, but I wanted to ask, like, how did you guys start with the NTN? What was the first thing you did to get involved?
When I first joined the server in about summer of 2020, it was right by, it was in our Survival 4 world, and we were just about to update to the 1.16 Nether update. And this is a bit ridiculous when I think about it, but this is what really made me want to join the NTN, is that it was posted that if you helped out with tunnel digging during the opening weekend, that you would get an enchanted golden helmet. And I went, yeah, I want a helmet. So that's how I first got involved in the NTN. But it's really just blossomed towards then, and it's become more than just like some helmet, which I never got, by the way. So I've made a very clear focus to always give someone a little NTN hard hat whenever they help. But it's become more than just a hard hat for me, and just this amazing experience and community, and like countless nights spent digging tunnels, making hubs. And it's just become so much more of that and really become more of a community thing for me.
That's awesome, Collie. What about yourself, Trainer?
Oh boy. I remember joining right at the beginning of Serve 4. I was approached a couple of times about potentially getting involved in the SRN or the NTN, and I was like, heck no, that's too much work, too time consuming, that's not my thing. Well, flash forward to, I want to say, just shortly before Collie mentioned, but like roughly around the same time, I think it was Broga that was like, hey, we need someone to come work on these tunnels because I don't want to do this all by myself. And I was getting into a bit of Twitch streaming for a little bit. I don't know if you remember this, but I on stream decided, hey, I'm gonna go all across the NTN on both Husky and Beagle, and I wanted to link up any SRN stations to the NTN just because I was bored. Well, Broga saw that and he said, great, you're a manager now.
Awesome.
And I haven't left since.
That's so good. So, adding to that question then, I guess if you were a new player on Dogcraft right now, how would you get involved with the NTN? What things do you guys do that people can get involved in?
Well, one of the quickest and easiest ways to get involved with the NTN is our weekly build sessions we have every Friday night in the SRN NTN Discord. At 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and around 11 p.m. in Europe for all those night owls out there, where basically we just want to get together, hang out a little bit, do some work, get some stuff done. And obviously your interaction is not just limited to that for those who like aren't available or probably asleep then, or just aren't really a big crowd person. You're always welcome to help out anytime, but that's one of the easiest ways for people to get involved.
We are looking at bringing back the very successful tower contest, where people will be able to claim one of the mini hubs in the ring tunnels, but build a little sanctuary haven tower on the overworld side to house the portal and act as like a little shelter. It worked amazingly last season, and we're going to be bringing that back shortly. We are close to finishing our inner ring tunnels, so soon we will be expanding from reaching 20,000 in the overworld to 40,000. So stay tuned for that.
Mhm.
You got a lot of grand plans going on. Well, it's been great having you here. Is there any last things either of you want to add? Anything else you want to say?
I would just like to say, I want to give a quick little shout out for our rail siblings out there, the SRN.
Mhm.
We do appreciate you. However, we are so much cooler than you.
Ah, well,
Better. That is
that's
true.
that's up for debate, but thanks so much for coming, guys. We really appreciate it. It's always fun having you here in the studio with us. I hope to see you back here another time. Thanks for coming.
Thank
Of
you so
course,
much.
anytime.
Oh, that surely was an awesome interview. More about the NTN later. For now, it's time to move on to the CRN. They have put together another video showcasing all the progress they've made over the last 2 months.
XP Model here with another update from the CRN. A lot has happened in the last 2 months and it was a busy time for the CRN. At the beginning of March a big opening took place on Corgi. We traveled in a circle from Spawn over the new East Line to Templar built by HD Kemichi. Then we continued with a new stretch of the Mecantasy line to Kronos, and then from Kronos to the NTN HQ, whose station was built by Minda 905. Thus, the NTN HQ station was also opened, and we finally traveled back to Spawn on the new North Line, completing the circle. At the beginning of March it was also announced that I would take over the project of Labrador's first South Station, which would also be home to the CRN HQ. After working hard on a design for a station that would be worthy of the title of CRN HQ, it was soon built on the server. On the 18th of March it was already time to open the newly built CRN HQ, and now completed South Line, featuring the CRN's only causeway. This opening would however start at Labrador's North Station to also open the second station on the North Line. From the North Station we traveled further north to Alton Hall, which was also built by me. After having a good look around Alton Hall, we went to Labrador Spawn and started at the Grand Central Station to head south. Soon we arrived at the CRN HQ and everyone had a good look around. This was when a special announcement was made. The CRN would work together with the DCT to build a rail line and station to this year's Easter event. As Easter was only 3 weeks away, this would require many people to help out and a build session was announced. Just 1 week later, a build session for the Easter line was held. Due to the design for the rail line, which was made by James Longstrider, containing eggs that the line would travel through, all helpers from the build session were allowed to claim some of these eggs and decorate them to their liking. The build session was a success and the line was completed before Easter, with the DCT building a wonderful station and the last section of the line. On the 8th of April, being the Saturday of the Easter weekend, the Easter line was opened in a big opening. Meeting at the CRN HQ, we traveled the line through many wonderfully decorated eggs to the Easter event. After a lot of work had been done on Corgi 2, On the 22nd of April, it was time for another opening. The newly created stations Puppy Park by HD Kimichi on the East Line and Three Bridge by Zambaka on the new branch line starting at Puppy Park were opened together with the first few RHN shelters on Corgi. Those were all the big events of the CRN in these past 2 months. But wait, there is more! Additionally to these events, a lot more work was done on Corgi and Labrador, with a whole number of stations being planned and construction having started on some of them. Finally, with the help of the NTN and SRN managers, we were able to reach Nick by sending him a lot of pings in a very short time. As a result of this, more people will soon and already have gotten access to the management of the CRN's Discord server. And a number of changes will be coming to the server soon. So stay tuned! Thank you to everyone who helped with the CRN in the past, present, or future, whether it be by donating materials, helping during build sessions, or taking responsibility of a line and/or a station. Without all your help, we could not have done any of these projects. Special thanks also go to the DCT and especially to the DCT leads, Eta Theta Zeta, Dutch Soccer, and the White Tiger NL for the great cooperation with the Easter Line. If you wish to donate materials to the CRN, head over to the CRN HQ where you can find a donation area as well as the CRN storage. If you are looking for CRN banners or the CRN network map for Labrador, you can also find those in the CRN HQ, which is also reachable via its P-home. If you wish to participate in future build sessions or maybe undertake the project of building your own station and/or line, head over to our Discord. This was the update from the CRN. Thanks for watching and thanks to the CDNN for including this update.
Wow, really great to see all the progress, and I can't wait to see what the future holds. The SRN is another network project that has once again put together a video for us to enjoy. Roll the clip!
Hey there! Welcome back to another SRN recap segment for the CDNN. This segment will cover all of the goings on in the SRN during the months of March and April. Let's get right to it.
At the end of March, the Survival Free world was temporarily reinstated on the Dogcraft server, and players could join the world in adventure mode to reminisce on all their old builds. To celebrate the occasion, the SRN team decided to host a special throwback tour, showcasing many stations on the Survival Free network. Veteran line manager Skeleton123 hosted the tour, alongside 2 former line managers, Marbu9 and William278, who agreed to help host too. During the tour, players travelled sections of all 4 main cardinal lines, as well as doing a loop of part of the Avalanche branch line. The tour ended at the city of Uranos and was a great success.
The network itself has also expanded in the past 2 months. The second station on Shepherd South Line, Fort Smith Station, officially opened on the 9th of April, after a build session was hosted to finish the line connecting it the previous day. The station was built by Adam B4255. Meanwhile on Akita, DARP hosted a line building session on the 14th of April to build a section of underwater tunnel connecting the line at Donkey Station to the currently under construction North 3 station. This station, known as Highlands Station, is currently being built by Jared GZA. We can't wait to see that finished. A branch line also has been connected to Akita North Station. It was built by Sarah Pantera 100 and Ducky Z to connect their base, the Sunken Mansion, to the rest of the network. Here we can see DARP inspecting that tunnel after the build session. Looks like he's doing a very good job.
Progress on the ring lines has also been ramping up in these past few months. On Shepherd, Dragonfire 441 has been working on building up a section of the Shepherd Ring line connecting the city of Kalon with Kerwick Station on the East Line. Major progress has been done on the southeast section of the Akita Ring Line 2. All the stations have been marked out, with the line heading south from Reservoir Station, stopping at Bookerworm's Base, before heading south to Lakeworks, the Fire Forge, the Fortress City Ostazarian, and Southeast Station, before turning westwards to link up to Electric Grove on the Akita South Line.
Currently several stations are being worked on, with Lakeworks being under construction by Montenator and Southeast being built by DNUB. Luna 85 has also completed the station at Fire Forge, while Chicken Noodle 07 has built a branch line at their base, with plans to connect to Southeast Station in the near future. Another branch line in the area, the Bayou Line, is now almost complete, being under construction for over a year. It runs from Akita South Station to Hatter Sky's base, Mojave Swamp, and then on to Aero M's town Fenswick, before terminating at Lakeworks and linking up to the Ring Line.
As you can see, it's been a huge couple of months for the SRN. We've been going from strength to strength in 2023, and there are so many more things in progress that we couldn't simply talk about them all in this segment. As always, a huge thank you to everyone that's been helping the SRN reach new heights this year. We can't do it without you. Until next time, this is the SRN team signing off. Choo choo!
Now, as promised, the NTN will make another appearance on the show with their first submission for the new CDNN.
Hello, and welcome to the NTN CDNN March and April recap. There's been lots of progress in the last few months, and we're so excited to share it with you all. Starting off with some tunnel updates. Akita and Labrador's inner rings have been completely finished. The southeast tunnels of Akita's outer ring are fully dug, and Lab has its north and east outer ring tunnels dug as well. Shepherd and Corgi's inner rings are more than halfway done. Shepherd's northern half is close to completion, and Corgi's east side is nearing the finish line. And while we do love seeing the progress made on Akita and Labrador, Corgi and Shepherd deserve some love as well.
Help is always appreciated with the tunnel building, so if you're interested in helping, contact an NTN manager or anyone you know that works on the NTN. Don't be scared to join. This is a community project after all, and if you're willing to help, we're willing to take you, in a heartbeat. Plus, you get your name on these cool boards in the NTN hubs. To those who have helped and don't see their name on here, feel free to DM any of the NTN staff members, either on Discord or catch us in-game and let us know. You can also put your name in this barrel at the HQ.
If you are not much of a builder and digging tunnels isn't quite your thing, but you love to collect resources, you can get involved by donating materials to the NTN. We are always in need of sand, gravel, bone blocks, cobble deep slate, and transparent ice. We use these materials a lot and run out very quickly. However, if you want to donate something else, we also have a list of needed items that regularly gets updated at the NTN HQ entrance, which you can check out at any time. If you have any more questions, feel free to reach out to any of the NTN managers in the official SRN NTN Discord server. You can find the invite link in the brand new Community Discords channel in the Cyberdog Nation Discord server.
In other news, new things are sprouting up in the Nether. To help tunnel builders with access to their much-needed resources, there is now an outpost built in the Labrador East Tunnel at 460 Nether blocks. Designed by our lovely Labrador manager Mika Panda, the outpost features a storage room that can function as a secondary donation center in case the one on Korg is not accessible, an area for helpers to store materials and shulkers while they're working, and some chests for potions and food for everyone to use.
In non-tunnel news, at long last, the NTN HQ and Donation Center has been properly connected to the NTN. Take the Corgi North Tunnel and it'll be the first cactus stop on your right at negative 175 blocks. Please appreciate the tunnel designed by project lead Kali Koli. She spent a very long time spawn-proofing it, and it looks quite amazing if you ask me.
On the overworld side of things, lots of progress has been made to the HQ area recently. The NTN HQ CRN station opened at the beginning of March, and the Red Tower now has a rest and relaxation area above the supply chests, giving the world managers and leads an office space. Give project lead GG553 a little appreciation for designing everything up there, except the stairs, and the 5 offices that aren't theirs. The NTN staff have been working to get their offices designed, and hopefully in the next few weeks all of the offices will be finished. If you head up there, visit the Crimson Cafe and say hi to Mocha the Zoglin while grabbing your order. The Yellow Tower also now has its meeting hall built in Survival, thanks to Kali for bringing the design made by Z_Tay from Sandbox to the main server.
As you head upstairs toward the offices of the NTN staff, you may notice the new NTN Security Help Desk. NTN Security is a small branch of the NTN dedicated to keeping tunnel workers safe during their building and digging adventures. If you feel the call to service and want to protect the hard-working NTN crew from dangers such as hoglins, magma cubes, and ghasts, talk to Awesome Tom 21 or read the information book at the NTN Help Desk.
Explore the surroundings and help solve Mika's sluggy shift-click problem. 15 snails have hidden in the NTN HQ area. Grab a book from the dispenser in the donation center, find the slimy stragglers, and submit your book into the hopper for a little reward. All snails are accessible without Elytra, and there are no snails hidden in the private base areas nearby. That's all from us for now, but stay tuned. There are a lot of projects in the works, so keep an eye on the SRN NTN Discord to be the first to know about them. And who knows, there may be something to look out for in the near future.
And with that, we've reached the end of this month's broadcast. As always, thank you so much for your support on this series. It's always great to hear from everyone. I especially want to thank everyone that submitted footage or other items to the CDNN this month, and a huge thanks to the CDNN team. Don't forget to send in footage for next month. Hope to see you then. Goodbye!